massage it. I just want my neck and wristlet with diamonds. I just want my shoes and clothes.
What it do, Always Nigeria gang? What it do, Always Nigeria squad? As you can see, girl is looking a mess because I just woke up. Had to get my gang together. Breakfast and whatnot. So I'm about to have everybody eat. Then I'm about to clean up after I put them back to sleep. So this is what breakfast looking like. Just a little bit of hash browns, eggs, sausage and toast. So nothing spectacular, but you know what I'm saying? Gotta get them together anyway. Nothing spectacular, but it'll do, it'll do. All right, so once I feed everybody and get everybody situated, I'll be back. So in today's video, I'm just gonna let y'all, you know what I'm saying, help me do my hair, because as y'all can see right now, I'm looking like alfalfa. I just took my my side ponytail and my half up, half down. It was just like a ponytail going to the side, and then the back is all in a quick weave. So I'm somebody who likes to save my coin. This hair was $90 a pack. It was Remy Velvet. So what I'm gonna do is, because I'm gonna do a low ponytail with the middle part, I'm going to wash my ponytail part. This is the part that was up here. I think this is a thick enough ponytail for, like, let me see. Yeah, I think that'll be thick enough. If not, I do have the rest of the hair that was down, and I can just add hair to it if I think it's not thick enough. But I think this will be thick enough. I don't want no super, super thick ponytail. Your girl want it to be just cute enough, thick enough, and natural looking enough. So that's what we gonna do. That's what I'm doing today. So here I have a container that I'm about to wash out, and I'm about to wash this hair. I'm gonna let it wash and soak in conditioner as I wash my own natural hair. So that's what we about to do today. I'm sorry for that noise. That noise is my dishwasher. It's going because, you know, I had to do dishes, get the kitchen ready for me to get in here and do what I do. I normally wash my hair in the shower, but because I'm not about to get in the shower right now, I'm gonna just do it in the kitchen sink, because I'm not about to get in the shower until later on tonight. So ain't no point in me even pretending like that's what I'm about to do. As usual, I'm in the process of doing laundry and cleaning. And I gotta start making dinner or whatever. And yes, y'all, your girl is in her faja. Unfortunately, y'all know I hate this thing. But I actually have been wearing it for the last few days, like when I'm cooking or cleaning. The only time I haven't really been wearing it is when I'm asleep, or, you know what I'm saying, because I'm just not comfortable in it when I'm asleep. So throughout the day, I've either been wearing my Spanx, which I was actually wearing my Spanx earlier. So I'm either wearing Spanx in a compression cami that I got from Target, or I'm wearing my faja. So right now I just have on the faja. I don't have my abdominal board in or anything like that. I'm just in my faja, and obviously like a sports bra and a beater. So that's what I'm looking like right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start washing this ponytail here in not hot water, but like warm water. The reason I don't want to do hot is because I don't want to like melt my hair. Dang, I forgot the shampoo I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hair in this, not my actual hair, but my Remy Velvet hair. It's a Whole Blends Repairing Shampoo, Honey Treasures, Royal Jelly, Honey, and Propolis Extract. It repairs men's dry damaged hair. It's a natural blend. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this water. I'll show you about how much I'm gonna do the water, because I don't need a lot of water. It's not that much hair. It's only enough for like a ponytail. Like I said, this is the part that was sitting at the top of my hair or whatever, y'all. And so this is about how much water I have in the basin. I'm not going to add the shampoo directly to the hair. I'm going to just add a few squirts of the shampoo into the water and swish it around, because it is it's kind of oily. And the reason it's oily is because I was wrapping around my hair a lot, and the front of my hair had obviously had grease in it, so it's kind of oily. But I didn't. Y'all know when I first got it done, my sister-in-law had did it. I'll be back up. When I first got it done, or can I raise this while I'm talking to y'all? Yeah. So when I first got it done, hold on, y'all. Okay. When I first got it done, my sister-in-law had did it, and what I do like about when she did it, she didn't use grease, not grease. She didn't use glue on every single piece of the hair, like, you know, people in the, oh crap, that glare is annoying. You know, oh, that's the glare from the light in the back. Okay, well, I don't know how to deal with that, but anyway, you know how back in the day, that's ugly, people used to put glue all the way around the track to get you together. She didn't do that, and I think she didn't do that to preserve the hair, because that makes it like nasty and tangly. And it's tangly right now because I haven't combed through it, but it doesn't have all that glue through it. So as you can see, it's still like, once I take it apart, it's still some really good, there's some tangles definitely. Like I said, I haven't combed through it, but you see, this hair hasn't been combed through in days. The ponytail part, now the back of the hair I was combing through because it was down. The ponytail I didn't really comb through because I didn't too much care, because I knew I was about to take it down anyway to wash it and redo it. And I'm not washing the other part of the hair just because I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'll wash it if I need it. I am saving it, trust me. Your girl is saving their hair. If you ain't ever reused some good hair, you crazy. You're crazy. See, it's like no glue on any of these. It's literally just on the outer piece that was initially touching the hair. But yeah, if y'all ain't never used some reuse some hair, y'all crazy, y'all tripping. Better say that coin is now, you know, don't be one of those people who reuse it over and over and over and over and over and again, even after you washed it and you condition it and it's like still nasty looking. Like, that means it's over with, sis. Go ahead back to the beauty supply, wherever you get your bundles from, or wherever the case may be, and just go ahead and get you, that is gonna bother me so much. Go ahead and get you some new ones, because at that point it's over with. But if it's your first time wearing, you can rewash hair a few times as long as you condition it and take care of it. You definitely can, because especially if it's human hair. I mean, it's hair. If you take care of it, because I done seen people freaking make lace front wigs come back freaking time and time again, and you wouldn't even know that they was using the same hair. Sometimes they have to clip it a little bit, because, you know, have you ever had some hair that was long and you had to cut it into a bob because you just couldn't get the ends together no more? Yeah, I don't see people have to do that, because the ends just wouldn't come back to life. And that's all cool. Shoot, that's cool too. You know, you still saving that coin. So this is the last little piece, and as you can see, this little part here. So this little part and that other little part is the only part that had glue, so it wasn't really bad. So this is the hair. I'm gonna just y'all see. And no, I'm not no freaking hair guru, so don't think that my channel was about hair, because it's not. The only reason I'm doing this is because I be including y'all in my daily life, and this is what I'm doing today. Other than that, I don't do hair. I mean, I straighten my hair, and I do my daughter's hair. Y'all seen that a few times. But other than that, your girl don't do no hair. I can do a simple ponytail, or, you know what I'm saying, a nice little flat iron. I can braid kid hair. I can add extensions. I can do like box braids, stuff like that. But I don't like to do hair. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I don't. That's not what I like to do. I used to like to do makeup a lot, but I realized that it's too many makeup gurus out here, and I just didn't want to even be in competition with them. So I chose to do something else, take my channel another route. You see that hair still nice and flowy, and it's gonna look even better once I wash it and all that good stuff. So this warm water, and literally I'm just gonna slosh it around, and I'm gonna wash it. Let me lower this so y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so here I'm just sloshing around the hair into the warm water, and it just has the shampoo in it. The reason I chose to go the voiceover route is because my kids were making a ton of noise in the background, so I just decided to do a voiceover. I know it looks like I'm gonna have the hair tangled, but actually I'm not. I'm gonna comb through, and yes, it looks like, oh girl, what are you doing? What is you doing, girl? But trust me,
Trust the process. Like they say after surgery, trust the processes. Trust the process. Ugh, they all in my background now, even though I'm trying to do this voiceover. Goodness gracious, these kids. All right, so I'm going to just speed this part up, and then I'll catch y'all in the next clip. Okay, so here I'm just combing through the hair, and I'm so sad that I accidentally didn't record when I was combing out all the tangles, because I did want to show you guys that the tangles came out fairly easily. Just adding a little bit more conditioner to it. That's the same conditioner I use in me and my daughter's hair. I think it's a Suave with shea butter, coconut oil, and all of that good stuff. It smells really good too, but I'm just gonna leave this here and let it condition for a while. I'm just grabbing the hair that did come out, and it literally was only this much hair that I got out of the wig brush after detangling the hair. I'm just showing you the wig brush. It still has some conditioner obviously on it, and I'm just gonna let that hair sit there and condition for a little while I go ahead and start working on my natural hair. So here I'm just gonna take out my ponytail, and y'all, my hair is very sensitive when I wear, not necessarily weave, but ponytails, like being really tight on my head. So my scalp underneath this ponytail hurts so bad. It's really tender, so I'm gonna be making a lot of faces. As you can see, like, I kept redoing my hair, not the back part but the ponytail part, so like it just kept being pulled into a tight ponytail over and over again, and so it's super tender, and you'll see the spot where it was like tender at, and it just feels so good to take this freaking braid out. You see, like, you can see kind of like a dented reddened area where the ponytail was actually sitting. I'm just gonna adjust the camera so you can see as I wash. This part is actually the wig cap, and it's like submerged in morning glory, so you'll see that I wet it. And this morning glory is amazing because it protects your hair from all that glue that's going to be sitting on top of it. So basically you use a whole bottle of morning glory on top of a wig cap, you sit underneath the dryer, and it makes like a protective barrier against your hair. So then when you want to take it out, you just wet and submerge the cap in the water, and then you're able to take literally the entire stocking cap off in like one piece. There may be little small fragmented pieces left behind, but the majority of the time you'll get it all off in one motion. So as you'll see here, I'm just like trying to submerge the whole entire thing, and literally as I take it off, it looks like I'm tugging, but I'm not. It's literally coming off so easily. I'm just making sure that I'm not yanking my hair, and that's the entire stocking cap off in one piece. Now it does feel really nasty because obviously, like I said, it had like morning glory, like this gooey stuff on it, so it kind of feels gross because you let it get wet. Like, that stocking cap feels horrible. But here I'm just going to take down all these braids, which I think is like 4 braids connected to in one, and obviously I'm like a wet mess. Like, my hair just retains a lot of water. I used to have like a ton of curls, but I flat iron my hair a lot, so now it just kind of gets wavy. But if I don't flat iron my hair for like 6 months, then my curls come back in full swing. Like, they be popping. But I straighten it a lot, so like I get waves, you know, kind of like having heat damage. But instead of cutting my heat damage out, I just don't use heat for like 6 months, and my hair reverts back to its natural state of like full-blown curls. So here I'm just taking down these braids, and then I'm gonna wash. So from this point forward, I'll just be speeding up the video, and I'll see you in the next clip. This is the shampoo that I love to use. It's called My Black is Beautiful. And yes, it is. It's a hydrating shampoo. I got it from Sally's Beauty Supply. It smells amazing. It's like a, not, it's a really good shampoo. It's very expensive though, to be honest, like all Sally's products are. I kind of use it mostly on my roots. I don't really use it that much on my ends. And I'm someone who mixes my products. So you'll keep seeing me adding different products just because I like to make my own. Even like some of my oils, I'll make my own oils for me and my daughter's hair. I don't typically use this product on her hair just because I feel like it's a little bit too strong for her hair. I use the more natural based products, even though I think this one might be natural based, but I'm not sure. Kind of try to use sulfate free products on her hair. So now you'll see me using the natural product, which is on my ends and all of that good stuff. The sulfate free, because my ends are what's most damaged. So I don't want to use something super strong on my ends unless it's like an intensive repair conditioner. And so I'll just mix products to make sure that I'm getting all the good products. And I'm rinsing my hair when I wash it in warm water. But when I condition my hair, I rinse it in cold water. And that's because that closes your follicles. The warm water keeps them open. So it's going to keep it open for me to put in all of the... and that's the My Black is Beautiful. It's an intensive... hair mask repair treatment, and I'm going to also mix my other conditioner in, the one I use for my daughter's hair, on my ends. But like I was saying, when you rinse with cold water, it closes your hair follicles, but when you rinse with warm, it keeps them open. So you want to rinse the shampoo out with warm water so that you can have them open for the conditioner to go ahead and seep into your follicles. And you'll want to rinse with cold water from the conditioner to make sure that you seal all that moisture in, if that makes sense. The little black thing that you saw was a piece of the stocking cap that was left behind. So now I'm just gonna rinse my hair, the weave, in cold water as well. Now I'll speed up the clip. Here, I'm just going to show you me parting my hair in fours for me to blow dry it. At this part, I'm just showing you the redness from my scalp from the pressure of that ponytail and me redoing it over and over again. That's why I was making that face when I was washing my hair, because my scalp was killing me in that one particular area. Literally, I'm just parting my hair into 4 sections, hoping they'll be as even as possible. But with my scalp hurting, I swear it's like so annoying. I'm just putting it into 4 little buns, and then I'm going to detangle each section individually. Well, at least comb through it. I guess that would be considered detangling. And then throw it up into a little bun in each section before I blow dry it. And then I'll start blow drying. You'll see that. Just wanted to show y'all how much hair I have over. This is all the hair from the quick weave. So you can see each of these tracks obviously did have glue on them. So I still have this much hair left over if I was to decide to do a quick weave spark or something like that. Here I'm just about to prepare to blow dry my hair. I'm going to blow dry my hair first and then the weave. This is a brush that I got from Target, a Conair brush, and I really do like this brush, but in this video you'll see me like messing up because I didn't notice that I had my blow drying piece on my blow dryer facing the wrong way. I was wondering, like, as I was blow drying, why it was so difficult for me to blow dry it, because typically I blow dry my hair with no issue. But for some reason, I'm like, dog, my hair is not blow drying right. It's blowing all over the place. I feel like everything is discombobulated. So I ended up switching brushes. But at the end of me blow drying my hair, I really realized that I had the blow dryer piece facing the wrong way. This is a really, really good brush because it has all the, it's like a copper, and it has all the little holes in it so that the heat is blowing through the brush continuously, so you can use less heat. But here you can see like I'm messing up. I'm trying to figure out, I'm looking at it too, like why is my hair not blow drying how it normally is? I'm like steadily adjusting my arms, not even thinking to adjust the freaking adapter piece. Like that's supposed to be facing vertically, and I have it facing horizontally. Like if you want to use a hair brush tool at the same time, you need to have it facing vertically. Mine is facing horizontal right now, even though it looks like it's facing vertically while facing the camera, but it's not. Yeah, so you see I'm constantly messing up, but I'm just gonna speed through this process. You don't need to watch me messing up the whole time. Here I'm just about to start blow drying the tracks, trying to figure out the best way to blow dry them using one hand. Turns out that didn't work so well for me, so I had to use two hands. And this still isn't the best angle, so I'm just start blowing it. I'm just gonna speed through this process as you can see what I'm doing. Here, I'm just tossing my hair up in a forward face bun or ponytail or something like that. And I'm doing the quickest flat iron. Like, I'm not doing a flat iron to make my hair super straight and like I'm about to walk around with my hair flat iron. That's not what I'm doing. I'm literally just making it straight enough to go into a decent, natural looking ponytail because I'm going to go over the roots with a pressing comb. So, literally, I'm just making it look decent so that I don't have to put too much heat in it from the pressing comb. So no, I'm not, this is not how I would flat iron my hair if I was going to be wearing my hair straightened down. This is just not how I do it. This, I'm literally grabbing the large pieces and just doing a real quick run through with the flat iron. This flat iron, I believe, is a Conair or Revlon flat iron. I think it's Conair. Yeah, I was getting hot at this point because I got my little oven on in the sink. You know, a little portable oven for the pressing comb is on. Then the flat iron was on, and I was getting hot, so I just had to go turn on the air at that point. Yeah, so y'all see I'm doing a really quick run through. It literally doesn't look like it's flat ironed. It's just straight enough to look decent. Is, you know what I'm saying? Is what I'm doing here. I'm not trying to make it to where I could wear it down. I had to go. I was trying to find my spray, so I know I'm gonna come back. Yeah, there I go. So there's the spray that I use actually, and this is my ultra sheen. You get it from the beauty supply. That spray is what I actually do use when I'm flat ironing my hair, because it takes away all your it's like a heat protectant, and it takes away all your flyaways. And I do spray that in my hair when I'm wearing it down. You just spray a light little light layer on your hair when you're wearing it down, and your hair will still be flowy. It's not like, it doesn't hold it down and stuff like that, because I don't like my hair greasy when I flat iron it. But for this particular purpose, because I know it's going into a ponytail, I'm going to spray a heavier layer on, just because I want it to look sleek going into the ponytail. So I'm gonna spray a much heavier layer than I would if I was wearing my hair down. And I know some of my pieces in my hair are shorter. I had got a protective style not too long ago, and for some odd reason, the protective style took my dang on hair out, which is so weird. You would think that it protects your hair. I don't know what happened, but it kind of like tangled my hair up. My hair was much longer than this a few months ago. But it's okay. It's hair. It grows back. I ain't worried about it. So I'm just gonna, you know, finish this part up, and then you guys will see what I'm doing. I look crazy by the head right now, but it's okay. Now I'm about to start spraying. See, that's a much heavier layer. Now I'm choking to death. Much heavier layer than what I would have used if I was wearing my hair down. I'm just going to make a part here because I actually want the front of my hair to be super straight. The back I really wasn't too much worried about, but the front has to be like, you know, straight because you want it to look super natural. So I was trying to show y'all the amount of steam, but obviously it didn't show right there, so I look kind of stupid. Let's see, I'm looking for, I think, another rubber band. What am I looking for? I don't remember what I was looking for at this point, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let me just clip this part out the video. Okay, so apparently what I was looking for was some small little black rubber bands. Here I'm just going to straighten my hair. I'm just doing the roots, really, like focusing on the roots, I should say, because I'm still running it all the way through, but I'm mostly focusing on my roots, in my back, my edges in the back, my edges in the front as well, and on the sides. I think I'm gonna attempt to flatten or to press it while I'm looking at y'all, but sis, I ain't about to burn out my edges, so that ain't gonna work. Yeah, so now you're just watching me brush it into a nice smooth ponytail. Just the back. I'm just gonna brush it into a nice smooth ponytail. You want to do this part as like smooth as possible. I didn't add any type of oil, like grease or anything to the back because I didn't want it to become overly greasy. I want it to look super natural. I'm pulling down my little pieces from my flyaways to make it look super natural. So yeah, you don't want to add any oil or any grease to this part because you are going to add some to the front, and you don't want it to look overly greasy. Like, you want everything to just look nice and thrown together without looking like you did too damn much. And I'm somebody who don't like to overly grease my hair anyway, so I don't like the oil buildup look that most people be having in their hair. I'm not somebody who like spritz. I wish that I did have spritz, honestly, for this style, but like a light hold spritz. I don't like that hard spritz people be using in their hair. I don't like none of that type of stuff that just look crazy and it look hard. So, yep, go ahead, sis. Tighten that ponytail up. You want it to be as nice and tight as possible. And I think I might redo it because I think it wasn't high enough. Or, no, it was over to the side, I thought. I felt like it was, yeah, that's what it was. I think I felt it was a little bit over to the left. It wasn't in the middle of my head like I needed it to be. So, yeah, I got to redo this part. Yep. I don't know what I'm looking at y'all for. Like, that's not going to help me. Looking at that, I need to be looking in the mirror because I need this ponytail to be in the middle of my head. So, yeah, I'm just adjusting here. Make sure yours is, you know what I'm saying, if you're trying this to look out, make sure it's in the middle of your hair or wherever I don't know. You might want your ponytail over to the side. I know I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I wanted mine in the middle of my head. Like, lower back. Oh, my God. Here we go again with me walking away. What am I looking for now, sis? What am I looking for now? Oh, a mirror. I guess I needed to make sure that it was in the back of my head. All right, so is it in the back? Yeah, it looks like it's even to me. I think I'm gonna show y'all too. Make sure y'all can see it. Looking nice, girl. Yep. Sis, you looking good. Yep, I think it's about even. Let's see. Yep. All right. Well, I guess I got the seal of approval. Let's see, it looks even. Y'all understand how tender my head is from that style I just had in my head, which is so crazy because it's usually not. What am I looking at? Oh, I think I keep trying to show y'all this thing, but it's not showing, so I look like a fool. That's all. Did I not show? Oh, I think I'm gonna show y'all in a minute though. Oh, I am. All right. So that's how it look. I know my part is uneven. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gonna notice. But it's supposed to be like the most natural type of ponytail. Here I'm just, listen, it hurts so bad to do this part, like, because of how tender my roots are right there, that I'm not even doing it as good as it could be. My ponytail could have been much sleeker, but it was hurting so bad because that part of my head just hurts. I think I'm gonna try to look at y'all. I knew I was gonna do something dumb like that, try to look at y'all. But that ain't working, so I think I need to face the mirror. So y'all gonna have to face the mirror with me. so we don't burn sis edges out, you know. There we go. Oh goodness, maybe I shouldn't have faced the mirror. Look at all that stuff on my mirror. Dusty. It's like, no, that ain't dust. That's, I guess it's toothpaste. I don't know what the hell that is. We'll ignore that for the time being. Or at least we'll attempt to. I look like a potato head. My freaking neck is so fat. But it's always been that way, so it ain't nothing I ain't used to. I don't care how much weight I lose. I just got a fat neck. It's okay, my man love it. Oh wait, that sounds really raunchy. I'm just saying, like, he loves me. He don't care about how fat my neck is. Alright, I think I'm gonna speed up this process. Alright, now that I have my ponytail laid down as much as I would like it, I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how I want to do my edges. And the funny thing about this is I'm going to keep changing my edges. Luckily, the way that I'm doing it so natural. Like, literally, you can change your edges up as often as you would like. Like, I'm going to be doing my edges like this. I'm like, I don't really like them like that. So, by the end of the night, I'll switch. I like my edges like this when I do my natural buns, but I don't think that I want them like this for this ponytail. So I'm actually end up switching them. But for now, they're going to look like this. And they actually look better the next day. Once you have the scarf on it and they've been laid down, Your edges are gonna look great, but I wanted this to be such a natural looking ponytail that I didn't even want that much of my edges out. So I'm gonna brush them back up into the rest of the ponytail, if that makes any sense. And you see that I keep using the back of the pressing comb, so I keep adding it into my little mini stove, getting it hot, so that I can just kind of melt the grease and the edge control that I'm putting on the hair. I'm just making it all like mold in and melt in and make it like uniform, because like I said, I don't have any light hold spritz, and I don't want to add any like gel or anything like that, because my hair will start to curl or wave. So I'm really just using the back of the pressing comb once it gets hot to kind of melt everything and make it you know, become all synced in sync in unison. So yep, that's all I'm doing here. That's why I keep using the back of the pressing comb. As I'm adding grease, I'm like melting it in.
So I'm sorry, my man called, and I decided that I didn't want to do the ponytail with the bun, because my bun is so big. I didn't like how it looked with the knot at the back of my head. So I decided to do the long, like my ponytail is here, y'all can see it. It's way in here. So this is my real hair. This is the end of my ponytail. And this is the end of my ponytail right here. I'm literally just wrapping the hair around. And every so often I add glue to it. So this way it's gonna look more natural, and I'm not gonna have that big stupid knot, because my knot was too big and I didn't like it. And so that's why I stopped wrapping it earlier. So now you can see where my ponytail ends. It's like right here. And it's thick, but it's going to be more natural looking than that stupid knot. So let me go back to my voiceover.
So here you're just going to see me continuously add hair around. I'm just wrapping it, and then every so often, like I said, I'll add a little bit of a 30-second glue. I'm just gonna do this all the way up to the top. Now mind you, I had to take this ponytail down 3 different times, y'all. Well, not take the whole ponytail down, but take the hair down or off, because my ponytail was a lot longer than I thought it was, and so I kept running out of hair and it started looking stringy at the top. So I literally had to wrap this ponytail. This, I think, is my 3rd attempt at wrapping this ponytail, y'all. No freaking lie. So I'm just gonna keep wrapping. Sorry about my baby in the background. He yelling at my other son. I had to keep wrapping until I made it all the way to the top. Now you can make it a little bit more straggly or skip spaces at the bottom or closer to the end of your ponytail, but once you get to the top, you need to make sure those tracks are as close together as possible so that you're not going to see any track. So yeah, that's my tip for this.
Your girl trying to do the fool and trying to make this thing as natural as possible. So instead of me wrapping it around with the hair, I'm gonna use a rubber band and a scrunchie. And I'm not putting no spritz, because I want it to be as soft and natural looking as possible. So no spritz. And there you have it. I know y'all think it's a tangle, but that's because my ponytail is literally in the middle of it. My natural hair is literally right there. Right here. I had to take this ponytail down a million times, because my natural ponytail was too long, and so every time I went to wrap it up, by the time I made it to the top, it would be super thin and stringy and you could see tracks, and I just didn't like that. So I decided to take the paper off like up until like the middle, and then I just literally started wrapping tracks in like around the middle of my ponytail. But I'll show you the back, and I'm about to wrap it. I might add like a light layer of spritz, just not a hard hold. I don't want a hard hold, because I want it to look as natural as possible, like this is really all your girl. So I'm gonna show y'all the back, and y'all can see like I literally threw a ponytail or a rubber band on it, so you can look as natural as possible. I'm trying to see where y'all looking. So there you have it, and you see I can swing it and you don't see my natural ponytail like sliding out. It's super long. It was actually way down here, like it was way down to my butt when I first started doing it, when I was wrapping the hair from the bottom. But like I said, by the time I made it to the top, it was too short, so I just went ahead and decided that wasn't gonna work. So I'm about to start making dinner. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm about to start making dinner, get my kids in the bed, and then I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all about this 4-week post-op, because your girl is in her 4th week after surgery. And there you have it. That's just a naturally sleek little ponytail. What I like about it is because I didn't do a strong hold, I literally can just play with my edges however I want to and just continuously brush it back. And then, like, say this part gets messed up, I can literally take the rubber band off and just squeeze it all back in and make it look better without even having to take the ponytail out. So I'm about to wrap this hair up and go ahead and do what I gotta do. Hope you liked the video. You know, this just kicking it with your girl, watching me get back together, because I know I was sick of looking at that side ponytail with the half down, so I know y'all was too. So let me go take care of my family. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you have not done so, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the bell for future content. And I'll see you in the next video. Squad out!